When I saw that you were speaking on sex addiction, my first thought was, Levy, are you doing everything in your power to prevent yourself from getting married? Because it would seem that way if this is not by design.
You don't think this is a good way to get a spouse?
No, I think this is the opposite, and I'll tell you why. You're now no longer in the porn industry, and you might still think like, oh, I'm the moral leader guy. I'm following Dennis Prager, and I'm at the set of some porn movie.
Debbie Does Dallas.
Debbie Does Dallas, and here I am covering it, and I'm going to find myself a nice Jewish girl who, she's like me, she's kind of reformed, But that's not where you are anymore, and you gotta realize this. You're in the frum world. In the frum world, the women, I'm going to go on a limb here and say, generally, are going to be intimidated and turned off by a guy who talks about the fact that he's had so many women in bed.
I'm not going to talk about that in my speech. I'm not going to say, oh, I banged this chick and against the wall and it was so hot. I'm going to just talk about 12-step programs. Like, sex addiction is a serious problem in Orthodox Judaism.
Just the fact that Levy is out there with his sex addiction, right? Yeah, and he's going to say, I have a sex addiction, right? And I've been with a lot of women. You can't go the whole night without telling a sex story, without telling everybody that you've been with 100 chicks or 44 of them, whatever it is, one for each year you've been alive, right? You're talking to frum Jewish women who haven't been with anybody, okay? Or maybe they're divorced and they've only been with one guy, their husband, right? And like here you are, and you've been with like porn stars, and you talk about it last week, and now you're going to go talk about how you've been with all these women, and all you do is think about all these women that you were with and everything. From Jewish women are running from that. Okay, that's not what they want to hear. That's not what they want to hear. They're going to be. And here's the flip side. If it was the other way around, and a woman announced like she's been,
a sex addict.
She's a sex addict. She's been with 100 guys.
She was a porn
star.
And now she's found Torah.
And now she's she might be interested in you. She goes, oh, lady, we might be a good match because you've been like a male whore.
Right. I've been a female whore.
I've been a female whore. And you know what Levy's attitude is? On his blog today, he writes, when I see a Jewish woman and she's been with many guys, she's not a virgin, and every time she's with another guy, she's devalued in my book. And I'm thinking, okay, so I get it. It's a double standard. When Levy's with extra women, with a lot of women, he's like, Mr. Sex Addict, look at me, I'm studly. Hey, where's your sunglasses? Studly.
Oh yeah.
I'm all bad. I'm the blues brother. I'm putting my penis in you. I'm putting my penis in you. Look at me. I'm such a Jew. I'm putting my penis in you. Right? But if the woman says, hey, I've had some penis in me, you start getting cringy and you start thinking, oh, she's devalued. Did it ever occur to you that the women in the frum world might look at you the same way? And they may say that every time you've been with another shiksa, and then every time that you've been with another hooker, that every time that you've been with another porn star, which they consider hookers, you have devalued yourself?
Yeah, of course.
So who exactly are you appealing to? Who are you trying to appeal to? Let's break this down logically, lady.
Right.
If there's a woman and she's never been with anybody, she's not going to want you because you've devalued yourself.
Right.
If there's a woman who's had many guys and she might be interested in you, you look at her as she's devalued.
Right.
So who in the world is there left? There is no one. You've now talked your way out of, just according to what you've put on your blog today, you have talked yourself out of any potential of any woman on the planet ever marrying you.
I just put it all in Hashem's hands. I think you just got to be Torah true and have faith in Hashem. And, just go out there and rock the Casbah. You're really going to like it. Rock the Casbah. Rock the Casbah. So yeah, I mean...
D-Medic writes, Levy is fighting through the pleasures and temporary rewards of brainwashing.
I don't know. Do you want a girl who's had a lot of dick?
Huh?
Do you want a girl who's had a lot of dick?
Do I want a girl who's had a lot of dick? That is the first time that you've used that kind of luscious. You've really lowered yourself being friends with me. Do I want a girl?
Would that bother you if she's been with 40 guys? Including 2 at once, one weekend?
Are we going to hear about that in detail in reverse? Everything else is okay on the table?
Everything else. She's a Baal Tshuva.
No, well, obviously she's a Baal Tshuva. She's not a... okay, there's not a lot of heterim for that. Okay, so wait a second. Let's say like she was from. She's 100%. She's gonna cover her hair and wear the whole, you know, the whole Jewy look, right?
Yeah.
Shabbos kosher.
Yeah.
Doesn't want kids. Never had kids. Doesn't want them.
Yeah.
You know, what other things I have? You know, she wants to live in LA and she wants to surf with me and whatever, right?
Yeah.
And everything across the board, she's had 40 guys.
Yeah.
I'm fine with it. Seriously, I'm fine with that. Who cares, right? That's all like in the past. Hey, look, I don't have a perfect slate. I'm not exactly Joe Clean. I don't have like 50 years of, you know, sainthood over here. I'm not Mr. Saint, okay? So, you know, if some woman was to say, oh, I'm not going to be with Rabbi Rabs because, you know, he's got like XYZ, then, you know, he doesn't even go to shul, right?
Right.
You know, if they're judging me like on a scale of they put the bar high and they expect perfection, right? So then I don't have a chance, right? So you got to be lenient. It doesn't matter to me. The important thing is that she's only going to be with me once we get married.
Like, I thought it wouldn't bother me either. I was dating this ex-porn star.
Okay.
So she was out of the business. She'd been tested. She was totally clean. Like, she was 21. She was enthusiastic.
Right.
Like, she was very skilled. Like, she was a really sweet girl. You know, I really liked her. And we had a great love life. But it kind of bothered me as I was going around the industry doing my reporting, blogging thing. You know, I'd keep, you know, running into guys who'd had her. And, like I was telling a friend, like, you know, she did some videos with 2 black guys.
Okay.
My friend said, well, at least you know she isn't racist. But it really started to wear on me.
Right. Well, this
and
is okay.
Some of the modeling agencies, they still had up her photos, and she thought, oh, but I think they look pretty.
All right.
And so, yeah, it kind of got to me. So, like, there have even been occasions when I've been looking for a little inspiration online, and like, there she is.
Right.
Turned out by...
Okay, wait a second. That's a little bit different.
Yeah, that's different.
Let me just clarify here.
Yeah.
If you were to tell me, like, oh, there's like 40 guys that have been with her, right? You said 44 guys have been with her.
Yeah, 15 recorded on film.
Didn't know that part. That's going to bother me, and I'll tell you why. Because I don't want...
When you get a show.
Yeah, it's like, I don't want... You know, it's one thing that there's 40 other guys on the planet who know what she looks like in bed, right? Yeah. They know what she looks like naked. Right? I can get over that because I'm not going to come into contact with those 40 guys, probably. Right. You know? It's like, I'm not going to...
What if 2 of them live in your apartment complex?
That's not going to work. See, that's a whole different thing. Let's say like she was only ever with one guy.
But he lives in your complex.
No, but it's like, you know, my nephew. Right? She's only been with my nephew, right?
Or who's your dad?
No, that's just gross, okay? That's my mom. My dad's only... Ugh, don't even go there.
Sorry.
Okay, but let's say like my nephew's ex-girlfriend hit on me, okay?
Yeah.
That would bother me, okay? Not, like, that was the only guy she ever been with, right? Let's just say. You know, and I'm not saying my nephew ever was with her in that kind of capacity. I'm just saying, you know, for the hypothetical, right?
Right.
I wouldn't be comfortable with that just because it's like that one guy is like my nephew. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's a little different, right? Yeah. Like, so it's not the number, it's like who and the what. The context is more important, right? So like if she's an ex-porn star and her pictures and her photos and her videos are all over the net and everybody, she walks down the street and everybody's like, you know...
chuckling.
I would have a problem with that.